Hi, everybody. So, as you can see from the title, I want to know why, and I'm pretty sure everybody else wants to know why, did Miss Karol Sanchez stage her kidnapping? So, it's going to be a kind of quick reading because I just don't feel like getting too deep into this. But anyway, I just want to know, most importantly, why did she do this? One. Two, what was her relationship with her mother for her to drag her mom, for her mom to get beat up in the process? Like, she thought about that. So what was the relationship with her and her mother? And three. Why did her mom want to go back to Honduras? I also want to know pretty much like the future of Karol Sanchez, her being, her soul, her essence. But most importantly, I want to know those three things. Why did she do it? What was the relationship with her mom? And also, why did her mom want to go back to Honduras? And I want to know why her mom wanted to go back to Honduras, because that was pretty much the basis of why she staged this kidnapping. She didn't want to go back. So to me, part of me wants to laugh, right? Because this reminds me of the Jesse Smollett, Smollett, whatever the hell. Look, when that first came out, I was cracking up. I was watching almost every commentary video on that, because I just found the whole situation funny. However, you gotta remember that this is a minor, and I don't know much about the state of Honduras. However, from what I've last seen on the news, I rarely ever watch the news, like only in passing. Like if I'm at the store and the news is on, I'm listening, okay? But, to turn on the TV and watch the news, I don't. And I don't care if people say, okay, you're supposed to watch the news. No. Okay? No. Anyway, pretty much, I almost forgot why I went on that rant. But yeah, from what I think I remember in the news, I should have did some research before I came on. But I don't know if Honduras is in the best state. I know it's always been like politically correct term, a developing nation, so to speak. So I don't know. I don't know if she saw some things in Honduras. I don't know if Karol is from Honduras and then she moved out, or she was born here and she doesn't want to return with her mother, because that might be a thing. Have the child here, get some citizenship, whatever. Y'all know the deal. I'm not about to go into all of that. But anyway, I really want to know, why did her mother want to go back to Honduras? The lover's card. Decisions. But anyway, I really want to know first, why did Karol Sanchez stage her kidnapping? I'm going to move the camera down just a little bit. You can see the cards better. Okay. Alrighty, the Empress. So it's just like, right there. She didn't want to go with her mom. The Empress, 9 of Cups, and the 3 of Pentacles. Is what she said. She did not want to go with her mom. This is her mother being represented as the Empress, which is a very, very maternal, very basically the Empress represents the ultimate fertility. She's like all the queens in one. And sometimes when you have that much power, you can get power struck, which that happens a lot in parent-child dynamics where, the parent feels that the child is somewhat of a possession, so they become very demanding and over possessive and demeaning sometimes. But yeah, that's pretty much. She said what she said. She said what she said, and she meant what the fuck she said. Okay, she didn't want to go with her. And the Nine of Cups. She developed some sort of comfortability where she is. Like I said, I don't know if she was born in Honduras. I should have did my research. I don't know if she was born in Honduras and then moved to New York when she was young and, develop a circle of friends. And just, this card is just speaking about overall forming her sense of comfortability is here in New York. Oh yeah, I live in New York, by the way. Yeah, but her overall sense of comfort is here. So this is her. This card represents spirit talking, almost like a priestess type figure, almost kind of like that. But in this instance, in this reading, this is her devising a plan with her friends, or this is her being the mastermind, and this is them. I don't know if she offered them something, because now I don't usually look at what this guy has in his hand, but this reading is saying, I don't know if she offered them something. If you help me do this, I'll give you this. I don't know. She's 16. I don't know how old the what do you call them? Compliance? No, it's not a compliance. What do you call them people? I know it's not an alliance. Something like that. Compliance, alliance, pliance. I don't know. What the people that she gathered with her, there had to be some sort of benefit for them. They wouldn't have did this off the kindness of their hearts, that they feel that bad for her. So I want to know what the hell she told them that she would give them. You got the Hangman in reverse. Is it compliance? See, now I'm stuck on the word. Oh, something flipped over. Two of Swords in reverse and the Five of Swords upright. She made some sort of verbal promise to them to get their defenses down. Because this is them, initially, I think the idea was just a little wild. It was off to them, because I can't even say wild, because some teenagers these days are just are beyond wild. Okay, we can put it like that. A lot of people are desensitized to violence and to just insane shit nowadays. Okay, so yeah, put it like that. But anyway, she made some sort of verbal agreement to them that if they do this for her, that she would protect them in something, or she would give them something. I don't know what it is though. Five of Wands upright and the Four of Wands. reverse. So it's not really telling me much about like what she said that she would do for them. They're really just saying it's like fickle things. It's like it's nothing that would to a teenager, it'll seem like wow, okay. Word is bond, right? But to an adult, it just it would be fickle. Whatever she said is fickle, but that's really here nor there, to be honest. Because she's still ultimately the mastermind of this situation. I'm seeing a reverse triangle. So it's saying that the relationship with her and her mom, or just like in-home situations, has been a downward spiral for a long time. Like she always, there's no room for growth. The way, oh, okay, wow. There's no room for growth. Look how cluttered that is. She almost feels like she's in a cluttered environment, whether that could be physical, where, hoarding materials and items, or it could be emotional, where she's hoarding emotions. And it's like what I said with this Empress, that she's all the queens in one. It was sometimes that power can get over her head, or go over her head. It's all the emotional baggage that came with her mom. Her mom unloads it on her. Oh, wow. Her mom unloads it on her head. This is her mom sitting. Come on, my Band-Aid. I'm sorry. This is her mom sitting down, right, with the cane. This is her. I feel like this is her. I feel like all of this is her, really, but this one is sticking out with the baggage on her head. This is her younger self, where she always had to deal with that baggage. This is her wrapping up her emotions, trying to still walk alongside. Wow, that is metaphorical, but like literally, she's still trying to walk alongside her mother. However, she wants to go. I don't know if you heard that card take off just now. However, deep down, she's looking at herself and saying, I don't want to be here. I hope you guys are kind of seeing the visual of this card. And it's kind of scary because I never really realized that this guy is looking outward. So when I turn the card towards me, and I see him looking at me, it was like his eyes are piercing. So this almost gives me that domineering energy, where she's, like she said, her mother is overbearing. She feels that her mother is overbearing. Now, the cards are telling me that it is true. It's more than just, I'm protecting you for your own good. It's almost like, I'm protecting you, but I'm going to demean you in the process. So, guys, she really did have a very tumultuous relationship with her mother. And like I said, this is her mother with those piercing eyes. I want this to focus. There we go. With those piercing eyes kind of looking at her. And this is all the versions of herself. The baggage on her head, her younger self that just had to bury it. Her current self wrapping up her emotions and still burying her true emotions, and still not being able to verbalize how much she really feels towards her mother. And the last version of herself is looking at her saying, I can't bury these emotions. Red is that sometimes that color of anger. So it's like she's almost angry every day, walking around angry every day, that she has to bury certain emotions. So she really did want to escape that. So that kind of goes into the relationship with her mom. So I'm gonna just keep these cards out. Keep them out. And give me more information about them too. Two of Cups in reverse. So Two of Cups is almost like the Lover's card. You know, it's almost, a lot of readers have that romantic energy around it. So, but in this reading in the reverse, it's kind of speaking like she was never really nurtured. And that's kind of a thing. I hate to say it. It's kind of a thing with a lot of, you know, sometimes African parents or West Indian parents. They're nurturing to a certain degree. You know, they, it's like they'll support you, not even support, they'll nudge you in certain directions and claim it's support. Even if you don't truly feel happy, it's like, no. If I'm nudging you in this direction, I'm supporting you. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's that overbearing parental figure that thinks that their way is best. However, they were never able to succeed in whatever they're trying to, push on their child. So she was never really that nurturing. So I asked in my head, is she just spoiled? Because sometimes, like sometimes, first of all, I asked if she's spoiled because this way of acting out is very extreme. To stage a kidnapping is very extreme. So I want to know, like, is she just overreacting? Or is she really, like, that traumatized by her mom? And with the Hangman in reverse, I think this is really just speaking about an undeveloped mind that went too far. Strength in reverse. Like I said, an undeveloped mind that, oh wow. And look at the depiction on both of these cards. Both have animals. Person and an animal directly in front of, or actually touching that animal. Right? The cow is a very large animal. I know he's holding it upside down and making it look easy, but a cow is very large. A lion, whatever you call that. A lion obviously is a very powerful animal. So I feel that what this is really saying is that undeveloped, the Hangman energy is something that is underdeveloped or something that is not precise, not a clear decision. So her undeveloped 16-year-old mind thought, I'm seeking trauma, I'm feeling the trauma. So something came and made her think that this is the beast that she would want to take on. Literally, this is what the card is saying. This is upright. This is the beast that she wanted to take on. However, she didn't realize, that undeveloped mind did not realize it wasn't going to go that smooth. Like, you wasn't just going to go missing, come back when you want to. Like, no, it blew up before she could, dust it over. Is the best way I could put it. she had the plan. She wanted to go through with the plan. However, she didn't think everything was gonna go this fast. The power of surveillance. She didn't understand the power of surveillance, one, and to bring your parent into it. And it's one thing like if she ran away and didn't come back, but like she dragged her mom into it. This is what I mean with the undeveloped mind. She dragged her mother into it, making her mother a witness. So it's just, she didn't think it through. She didn't think it through. You know, if she would have did it without making her mother a witness, she probably would have bought herself more time to run away, get her, you know, quote unquote, clear her mind, whatever she's thinking about. But she added that element, and that was the element that made it go kaboom. You know, that's what made the volcano erupt. And that I'm gonna say it again, that underdeveloped mind did not think it through. You know, it's like a science project. You add certain things. You can't just go in the science lab saying, "Oh, this purple looks pretty. This blue looks pretty. Let me mix it together." You might literally blow up the damn school. You know, you need to be under certain guidance and, you know, think things through. Know the properties of each element and think it through. She didn't think it through. Okay, she didn't. So. Cutting the deck and see the Emperor. So again, it's just, she was so consumed with the idea that I need to run away from my mom. She's so domineering, and yeah, you know, she thought of a shitty master plan. All right, so. I kind of still want to view a little bit more like about her relationship with her mom, because again, that was essentially the whole basis of this terrible science project. I want to know if there's like any I don't want to say real abuse, because emotional abuse, mental abuse is real, but like, I mean, like physical abuse, sexual abuse. That's another thing. When I first heard the story, at first, you know, I was laughing. I was like, wait, this is Jesse Smollett, part 2. Smollett, whatever the damn man name is. So I was like, ha ha ha. And then I was like, wait a second. Honduras, sex trafficking. I don't know what's going on with the family. So all sort of things came into my mind. And, you know, it's not unheard of where a parent will sell their child. Okay? Let's be honest. It's not a new thing. So I want to know, like, was she trying to escape any real danger or potential danger? You know, more than just not wanting to be there, not wanting to be in that system. Was she trying to escape the danger? Okay, because that can also cause someone to think of irrational escape routes, okay? was definitely talking about escaping something. Escaping something from that territory. And I mean, more than just escaping her mom and not wanting to move back. She's trying to release something, get rid of something that she's felt was danger to her. And I am kind of getting like masculine vibes. So maybe there was, because there's the King of Cups here. So I do feel, honestly, and it's making me not want to laugh anymore. Like, like I know I just laughed, but it wasn't like a a real laugh. Like, but honestly, I do feel like there was like there's a masculine energy or just the thought of it. Again, because I don't know if she was born in Honduras. Um, but yeah, the King of Cups is definitely a masculine energy. So maybe she just, that environment, that these three cards, and then over here is the words that's coming to me is sorrow. And this high priestess is all about the unknown. She knows all the secrets, or she knows she either knows the secrets or she can predict certain things because she's that powerful. So the high priestess is like knowing that you're about to walk into something. And then followed up with the high priestess is the Knight of Cups, which is speaking about something being driven by emotions. So she knows that something is going to wear on her emotionally, and she just didn't want to go. She does not, the thought of it, like I said, I don't know if she's from there, so I don't know if she don't want to go back. And again, like I first heard the story, I kind of thought about it a little bit. And, like I said, it's not unheard of that in certain places that parents will essentially sell their children. So I feel like she knew that she would be walking into something that would drain her emotionally. Besides just leaving a change of scenery. And I don't know, I'm hearing the word, sometimes irony isn't that ironic. And how it's fit into the situation, like how my God is telling me, it's like sometimes art might imitate life. And I'm trying to explain this in a way. It's like she's staging a kidnapping, and we're in the midst of this whole, wave of sex trafficking on the news. And sex trafficking just being everywhere. That's the thing, women going missing. Sex trafficking, trafficking, blah, 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 right? So, art might, oh my God, the magician. Art might be imitating life, where she is trying to escape that in Honduras, okay? So she might stage it here as a way to protest so she could stay here because she might feel safer here. so she doesn't have to face that reality, the high priestess, that she knows might be a very apparent reality in Honduras. If you understand what I'm saying, then you understand. If you don't, I tried to break it down. I'm sorry, I don't have the best communication skills. Oh well. All right, but with the magician at the bottom of the deck, this is, to me, like I said, this is going into that art imitating life. And this kind of reminds me, I always think about this too, because I don't know if this is kind of like fitting in the situation. I think of Monique, the actress or comedian, the actress, where her upbringing was not good at all. And I find it so ironic that she played that role in Precious. You know, that was almost like art imitating life. And to see the outcome of that role that she played causing so much kind of uproar in her career, where people are like on the fence with her now, I just find it ironic. You know, that is the outcome of her choosing that role, almost choosing that fate. All right? So I hope you understood that metaphor, and I kind of feel for her now. Like, feel for Karol, Miss Sanchez. It's like she might really be trying to escape that reality. I cut the deck, and it says, keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. So that first line, keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. That plan that she devised in her head is basically taking whatever her mother said as, I'm not taking that for an answer. I'm not accepting that, right? And the last line, expect miraculous solutions to appear. She thought somehow that she would just go and disappear for a few days, cool her brain, cool her mom down. And she thought that miraculous solution would appear, and it did not. It didn't work in that favor. She chose a different fate, okay? So, yeah. Oh. You saw how that card flew out? Isn't it ironic? This card says, I am the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. The whole reason for her planning this is dysfunction in her family. She wanted that happy change. Maybe she tried to speak up, because that happens a lot. Kids may try to speak up on their behalf. However, when you're dealing with a authoritative parent or a figure, sometimes your word isn't respected because you're the smaller stature. So maybe she really did want, or she really did try to speak up on her behalf, but her mother wasn't having it, and she rebelled in that way. All right, so pretty much covered why she did it. She's dealing with tumultuous situation with her mom, and also I feel like she really was trying to escape a reality that she might have felt was true. And like I said, that art imitating life, if you understand what I mean. Covered the relationship with her mom. Obviously tumultuous if she tried to run away from her, but her mom is she gives off that energy of, I said what I said, what you say doesn't matter. Like your emotions. Bottom of the deck. She doesn't care about emotions. And the last thing I want to know, well, last question I really had was, why did her mom want to move back to Honduras? What was her mom thinking about? Why did Karol Sanchez's mom want to move back to Honduras? So you got the star, and I feel like this is saying that she didn't feel stable here. The life she thought she could have built didn't materialize. Constant worry, constant fear. She was living in fear. So her mom really just kind of, it's like living in fear and almost feeling like a failure at the same time. So she's like, if I can't make it here, might as well just go back home. It's almost like saying, let me go back to the more affordable shithole. And it's not that I'm calling Honduras a shithole, but that's her point of view. It's like, if you feel, no matter where you are, if you feel like a failure, you could feel like a failure in Hollywood, right? Many people, we hear many sour Hollywood gone wrong stories. It doesn't matter if you're looking at palm trees and seeing beautiful water, waterfront views. If you feel like a failure, where you live feels like a shithole. So she essentially in her head is like, why? Might as well be closer to family. Might as well feel better there and be closer to family. And Nine of Cups is just looking for satisfaction. Well, let's get into the nitty gritty. Was she trying to sell her daughter? I want to know. Was she trying to sell her daughter? Is there any funny business? All right, cut the deck, and there's definitely a businessman there, but let's see. Ugh, nasty combo. When the Emperor and the Magician in reverse, that's a nasty combo. Let's see. That was the bottom of the deck. There goes that Empress again in a different deck. Oh my gosh. One more, because I'm not saying this a yes, but I'm just seeing cards of money and feeling like business exchange going on. And with the Hierophant in reverse, I don't like when the Hierophant is in reverse. I don't like that. Bottom here I have Karol versus her mom. Carol is coming in with the Seven of Swords energy, which is just a deep lack of trust, having your guard up, not telling her how she truly feels, as I discussed. And her mom has the Lovers in reverse and the Nine of Cups upright. So there's a card underneath. I didn't see it. That nasty Emperor again. In reverse. Okay, y'all. So I don't know if it's necessarily a thing of selling her daughter. And I don't mean like, like she would literally like like this is her daughter, and then someone buys her and she just never sees her again. It's like prostitution, okay? No simple way to say it. If she would be almost essentially like the madame to her daughter. So I don't know if that's quite the circumstance. However, I do feel like her mom has a habit of allowing the men in her life to have a little bit too much control. I'm trying to say it in a nice way, okay? So Karol Sanchez really, here goes that art imitating life again. Karol really might have suffered some sort of trauma, which is why she's Seven of Swords right off the jump. And I think it's due to her mom not being there when certain things happen with the men in her life. All right? I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So let me get to the first cards that I pulled out. The King of Pentacles and the Hierophant in reverse. This is to me, this is speaking of commerce, exchange. This is Pentacle, golden coin. And obviously this is a man. So that masculine energy where because a man offering something for the Hierophant and to me, this is meaning like a man offering something for something that he knows isn't morally right, so to speak. The Hierophant upright is all about morality, is all about following the rules. This Hierophant also speaks about business, to be quite honest. It speaks about like brick and mortar kind of business, following the rules. This is HR coming in to make sure everybody is not saying hurtful things to each other. No one feels attacked at the workplace. The Hierophant also speaks about marriages and unions, that require a deep spiritual bond and documentation. So, in reverse, ain't no documentation. Wink, wink, okay? There's no documentation of the exchange that might go down. And, again, with HR, think about HR in reverse. Imagine if HR wasn't a part of the big business and people just got away with whatever the fuck they wanted to do. Imagine how many people would get taken advantage of. I hope you guys are following along. Okay? Basically, this is ethics. This is speaking about ethics, morality, code. In reverse, no ethics, no morality, no code, but there's an offer to participate in something that isn't ethically right or morally right. Okay? The Hangman and the Hermit, the Hangman in reverse and the Hermit upright This is kind of, to me, speaking of shady business, shady deals, shady doings. You know, the hangman not wanting people to find out, wanting to keep things up in the air. You know, again, not having documentation of what is going down. And the hermit is walking away, you know, keeping your pleasures to yourself. So these cards, I should say, are kind of speaking about exchanges being made, or prospect exchanges. Soliciting is the term, I guess, you know. So maybe as a child, people did solicit her. Karol did solicit or attempt to solicit Karol for things. Maybe she told her mom that, you know, Uncle whoever said this to me, and mom just said, he didn't mean it that way. Go put some shorts on. You know, some shit like that. So this reading is getting long. I said it was going to be long, but it is long. And I just want to see pretty much the future of Karol Sanchez. You know, how is life going to be for her? Growing up, she's always going to have this stigma on her. You know, if she goes back to Honduras, I'm pretty sure, like, I kind of feel bad for her, because, like, this is kind of going to be a thing where it's like this is a reason for her to get pushed back. And this might be a reason, her acting out might be looked at as a reason for her real trauma not to be investigated. You understand? So, but it happens quite often. The future of Karol. What is the future of Miss Sanchez? Six of Pentacles. She's always going to feel like she just didn't have enough. Alright? She's always going to feel like she just didn't have enough. The Star. You know, that God was against her. You know, she's always going to carry that wounded energy. Oh, there's another card underneath. Didn't see that. King of Pentacles in reverse. I usually don't read the cards in reverse, but this deck in reverse, just to say. But she's always going to feel like Sky Daddy wasn't there to change her underwear. No, that was pretty fucked up. That's pretty fucked up. I take that back. I shouldn't have said that. Especially in the context of this reading. I take that back. Anyway, she's always gonna feel that wounded energy. Wounded warrior. Uh-oh. Yep. Five of Swords. Knight of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. So always chasing happiness, always feeling, she's always going to feel like, you know, she's just always going to feel wounded. I feel bad for her. I really do. Because then she really has no one to turn to. And she might have thought friends was like the option, and they seemed like the right option because they went along with the plan, right? But ultimately, in the end, they're just fickle teenagers too. Like, so I don't know. She must have had some hell of a past life, man, to where this would happen. Y'all, look at this. Your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. Like Spirit speaks in metaphors, parables, however you want to say it. Her desired outcome was escape, wasn't it? The ultimate escape. She got that. You know, she thought she had patience and faith that her plan would work out. But yet she force started something and it didn't work out at all. In fact, it blew up in her face because she force started it. I'm going to end this reading there. That is my Karol Sanchez reading. She is still a minor, guys, so I know there's memes going out already, but she's a minor, and I really do feel like she has went through some sort of trauma, so she did act out on what her underdeveloped mind told her to act out on. All right, so I hope you enjoy this reading. You want to book a personal reading with me? All my information will be down below. Bye.